Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Mary, and today we will be talking about anxiety on this Wellness Wednesday. So happy Wellness Wednesday, everyone. And this is closely knit to the same topic of mental health awareness. Because it is still May and it is still Mental Health Awareness Month, I figured that I would continue bringing this type of information to you all. Anxiety is what we will be talking about, and I'm not coming to you as a professional, so that is my disclaimer. I'm not in a professional capacity. I am not giving advice. I am not trying to tell you what to do with regards to anxiety. I am simply sharing what I have experienced and what I am doing about it, because it is something that I am struggling with at the moment, and hopefully it will help someone else. That is always my intent when I bring personal experience, is to see if someone else may benefit from my testimony. So that is what this is about. Anxiety. And I'm going to start with the definition of anxiety. It is the intense, excessive, and persistent worry and or fear about everyday situations. Fast heart rate, rapid breathing, sweating, and feeling tired may occur. That is the definition that I found. I will be linking all of the websites where I found information on this topic. If you do want to click on the websites, you're more than welcome to. That will give you a lot more information. I'm not bringing everything that I found, obviously. There is so much information on anxiety. I thought I was going to do two different topics. Anxiety itself is going to fill today's video. And some of the common causes that I found, and like I said, the websites will be linked down below, so I'm giving credit where credit is due. I may paraphrase on most of it. I'm not going to go word by word, but I will paraphrase. And it's common causes: normal stressful situations, public speaking, tests, upcoming meetings, upcoming presentations, anything like that may trigger some anxiety. Those anxieties are, to some degree, are normal. It's just the fear of being in front of people and talking. I experienced that many times when I first started speaking at rehabilitation centers and talking to women, especially when we had our women's group. Those are things that I had anxiety on. Are the words going to come out? Am I going to be able to talk? Am I going to go blank? Things like that. That is pretty much normal type of anxiety. Not that it's good for you, but it is deemed as normal. And I found some symptoms that have to do with anxiety. I'm going to name them. I'm pretty sure there are many more. I did not go further into research, but I brought the main common symptoms, and that is feeling nervous, restless, or tense, having a sense of danger or panic, elevated heart rate, sweating, trembling, feeling weak, tired, trouble concentrating or thinking about anything but what you're constantly worried about. These are some of the things that I myself have been experiencing lately. Sense of danger or panic. That can also be some kind of trigger for it. That is one of the things that I am currently struggling with. The elevated heart rate, the sweating. Sometimes I thought maybe I'm going through, because I am going through the change, and I thought maybe it's my hot and cold flashes. But after further evaluating why I was feeling this way on a daily, it became no, it's not part of the situation that I'm in with the change. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of the causes that may bring out anxieties, and that can be trauma, physical trauma, emotional trauma, mental trauma. Those type of things can cause you to be anxious in certain situations. There may be triggers. The one that I think stands out for me the most was when I saw someone go through that emotional trauma, and not necessarily the trauma, the anxiety of what was going on. we had a situation where the television was playing and Finding Nemo was on the TV, and one of the people watching it became so anxious to the point of having to run outside and just yell and scream and shout when Dory came to the screen. And that could have just been an emotional thing. Something may have happened during the time that that person saw Dory on the screen. These are a lot of the triggers that people don't understand, and there's many people that just, oh, but that was just a fish, that's just a cartoon. You never know what anybody is going through. Don't try to assume that you do. That can help you help them. Don't assume what people are going through. Try to understand what they are going through. Listen. Always, always listen. We also have things that may help you with the anxiety itself. And I'm going to name some of them. I did not copy them all down. There were way too many things that you can do to calm yourself down when you're starting to feel anxious. One of them is avoiding caffeine. And I've heard caffeine is actually on both sides. Caffeine can work to calm you down. I know it helps with ADHD. In many cases, it can worsen ADHD, but in some cases it may help because it counteracts what your brain is going through and it calms you down. Trial and error is the only way I can figure that caffeine is going to work, by avoiding it or taking it. We also have alcohol. Avoid alcohol. Most people that are anxious or going through anxiety, they tend to feel that they need to calm themselves down and turn to vices, whether it be alcohol, smoking. For some people, it's even drugs. Journal. Journal is one of the biggest things. I journal quite often. Get your thoughts out of your mind. Get them out. You don't even have to put it in a journal. Take a scratch pad. Write everything that you're experiencing. Get it out of your system. If you don't want anybody to read, my biggest thing, and this is what I do the swirlies, and because I do a lot of cursive writing, a lot of it is loops. So doing the swirlies, just over and over, and go backwards, forwards, up and down, just different ways. You can actually camouflage your letters and people won't be able to read them. I do it often because I do not want people reading. I have books upon books of journals that I have been keeping that I have swirlies all over them. I do keep them. I don't know why, but I do keep them. Talk to someone. Like I said, when people are trying to talk to you, or if you need someone to talk to, go ahead and talk to them. Listen. Oftentimes we try to find a solution. They're still talking and we're trying to give them the advice. Listen. Be quiet and listen. That is the most important thing. They may feel that they are being actually listened to. I experience that a lot. I think this is, no, I still have a little tackiness up here. But talk to people. Whether it's you reaching out to someone or someone reaching out to you. Lend a helping ear. It helps. Then we have walking and exercising. Go take a walk, a long walk, not around your room. You're still confined. Go outside, get some fresh air, run, walk. I know for my daughter, running is her stress relief. For me, it's walking, dancing. For me, putting on the music. That helps me de-stress a lot. And like I said, I'm going to be linking all of this below. Drinking water. Drinking water is essential overall health anyways. So, and I do remember when we were younger and we had a scare, any type of scare, the first thing they did was hand us a glass of water, drink some water. And you see that pretty much everywhere. Drink some water. Believe it or not, it does help. And I think this is pretty much dry before I continue on to the next website that I found, because I did find additional things. And on that website, there was one that brought to mind a video that I had seen before. That one is stay in your time zone. And by staying in your time zone, what that means is try not to worry about tomorrow. Don't go into the future and don't go into the past. Stay within what you are going through now, at the moment. And much better. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about the tiny little things everywhere, so I'm going to go ahead and leave those alone. But staying in your time zone, that just means you cannot fix tomorrow's problems and you cannot fix yesterday's problems. Worry and concentrate on today's. The video that came to mind is a video that a man was asked in 30 seconds or less, give someone advice on what they need to do to stop the worry. And he said, everything that you are worrying about at the moment, write it down. Every single thing. Cross out the things that you cannot fix today and only concentrate on the ones you can fix today. And just today's. Don't worry about the tomorrows. They'll take care of themselves. Then we have breathe in and out. I think that is one of the most underused things that people do to stop the anxiety. You would be surprised how much it would help. And by breathing in and out, I mean breathe in through your nose. Let your lungs fill. You will notice that your lungs are filling, and then breathe it out. Stand straight while you're doing it. Just breathe in and breathe out. It is a lifesaver. It helps me almost on a daily. And the next one is follow the 3 and 3 rule. Following the 3 and 3 rule is naming 3 things you see, name 3 things you hear, and name 3 body parts. What this does, it takes your mind off of what you are going through and helps you concentrate on something else. For me, that is something that I would probably use. What helps me, and I can kind of correlate it to it, is the speed bag. I love hitting the speed bag. And what it does is that sound that the speed bag makes, that tone, just the consistency of hitting the back board, it gives me that sense of peace. So I'm trying to maintain that speed and concentrating on the speed bag, which and then kicks everything else out of my mind, because I'm trying to keep it going and giving me that music type sound that I want to hear. Just do something is the next one. Just do something. Stop what you are doing about the worry and the anxiety and do something different. Get your mind someplace else. Stand up straight. I went searching more into that because I was like, what does standing straight have to do with it? And it went more into a medical type issue, because when you are stressed and when you are going through an anxiety attack, you kind of slouch. And slouching, your lungs are up here, your heart are up here, and you're kind of compressing them. Standing up straight helps your blood flow, helps your lungs be able to breathe better. Then it starts calming you down much better. So I got an education lesson on that one. Next one is avoid sugars, believe it or not. A lot of people say chocolate helps. Let's eat some chocolate. Actually, what that's going to do is just cause you to kind of get a little elevated. It's going to elevate your heart rate, causing you and your anxiety to kind of elevate as well. Again, this one talks about drinking water. Drink a glass of water. Instead of taking the chocolate, drink a glass of water. Ask for a second opinion. Talk to someone. If someone is near you, ask them, do you think I'm having an anxiety attack? Do you think, just asking someone, they may be able to see something that you're not able to comprehend because you're going through the episode yourself. So ask someone else to help. Also can relate to ask a second opinion of a doctor. Then we have the last one, and that is watch a funny video. Comedy always helps calm me down. Laughter, I think, is the best medicine, and that, believe it or not, was not in any of the things that I read, unless you relate it to watching a funny video. But laughter is the best medicine, and I do believe hearing the laughter of a child, and I do have a ringtone that is laughter of a child. It is simply, and I know I have something like that similar on my Facebook page, and I think it says something to the effect is laughter, the laughter of a child is simply the most beautiful sound in the world. And it is. It is the most contagious sound in the world. If you hear a child just burst out laughing, you cannot help but laugh with them. At least that is my experience. And I did forget the masks in another room, but I have them now. And I did apply all three. And this is my favorite trio to apply. These are peel-off masks from I Do Care. And the one that I applied first was the Disco Kitten. And this is the one that I had on my cheek area. This one is an illuminating mask, and I didn't feel that my cheeks needed a lot of the additional things, so I just went for illumination or illuminating on that particular part. Then I applied the one to my nose, and I have been struggling with the nose area, with the pores, and just in general. So I went ahead and applied the Space Kitten, and this one is a T-zone clearing black charcoal type mask or peel off mask. Absolutely love it as well. And then for the forehead and the chin area, I actually applied the Sugar Kitten. And this is a nourishing, hydrating type peel off mask. And I have been having a lot of dryness around this area the most. So that is the reason that I applied this one. Absolutely love these. They are, as you can see, while I was peeling it, they are absolutely painless, completely painless. I never feel it. You can feel that they're pulling something, but it is not a painful mask at all. I highly recommend them. And that is pretty much it on this Wellness Wednesday. Thank you all for joining me. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see y'all in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay blessed, smile always. Bye.